Right now, special guest. He is a national polygamy advocate. Mark Henkel is with us. Mark, why do you support polygamy?
I believe in the freedom of choice for women to choose their relationships.
I'm sorry, I couldn't make you out. You believe in what now?
Free choice of women to choose their relationships.
Okay, now, would that extend to child brides that are, say, 12 to 15 years old, that are extremely common in the offshoot branches of the LDS? Really? So not them?
You and I are on the same page against those crimes.
No. Do not put me on the same page with you, Mr. Henkel. No offense, but do not put me in the same page. Well, to me, polygamists are criminals. To me, polygamists are criminals. Mr. Henkel, are you familiar with the Taliban?
I'm talking about free choice of unrelated consenting adults making a choice. Minors, that's horrible. That's a crime, and we agree with you that that's criminal. That's horrible. That's nothing that normal, unrelated consenting adults around America making a free choice. This is the freedom of choice for women that I want to choose the better man.
Mr. Henkel, how many wives do you have?
That is not an answer I'm still free to say.
Okay, so I'm taking, are you married?
I'm very happily married. Very.
Okay, so if you're happily married and you won't tell me how many wives you've got, I'm just going to make an educated guess. It's more than one. Am I close? Am I getting warm or am I cold?
You are free to speculate according to your desires.
I'm burning up hot. That's the answer to that. Okay, back to you, Mr. Henkel, national polygamy advocate. You say polygamists get a bad name because the media focuses on criminal polygamists. What are you talking about? All polygamists are criminals because polygamy is a crime.
Well, actually, the case itself didn't throw out and say polygamy was okay.
If you could just answer my question. I'm asking you, you say laws against polygamy, I mean, the media is unfair because we focus on criminal polygamist. What do you mean by that?
Because you focus, it's like trying to say that same-sex marriage should be criminalized or football should be criminalized because of Jerry Sandusky. Polygamists have nothing to do with criminals like the FLDS and Warren Jeffs. And to compare us to Warren Jeffs is like comparing all football players and saying all football players should go to jail because of Jerry Sandusky.
That doesn't even make any sense. And I'm not talking about same-sex marriage. Same-sex marriage, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, is between two people, all right? Same-sex marriage. And that is not the topic tonight. Tonight, we are talking about one man with multiple wives. And you want to hear the effect it has on children? Take a listen to what these women's daughters have to say.
I think that our mothers are living vicariously through us because Christine was weird in high school and my mom was the only one who graduated, so.
I just think that our moms didn't have the best high school graduation party, so now they're like, I want better for my child, and so they're like taking all of that stuff that they wanted in theirs and like kind of just implanting it in ours.
That's video of TLC's sister wives, the children looking at their mothers saying they didn't either graduate from high school or they didn't have a good education. Why? How young were they when they got married? And here you see this guy, Cody Brown, star of a TV show, who actually has 4 wives. I want to go back out to Matt Zarrell. Matt Zarrell, what the judge struck down was the cohabitation portion of that state law. How widespread is polygamy, Matt Zarrell?
Well, Nancy, if you believe what you read online, polygamy is very widespread in some of the western and southern states.
We're taking your calls out to Mark in Missouri. Hi, Mark. What's your question?
My question is this, Nancy. By the way, nice to talk to you. Doesn't this affect a person's belief system, which is unfair? Whether I'm for polygamy or not, as long as no one's getting hurt and no one's being anything illegal like pedophilia or anything unacceptable like that, and the wives enjoy it and they're happy in their lives, what's the problem? It's the same thing with gay marriage. It's just different.
No. This is not the same thing as gay marriage, Mark. Number one, I am not attacking gay marriage tonight. Boom. I'm not talking about same-sex marriage. I'm talking about one man who has multiple wives, like a harem. And very typically, you see the women undereducated, forced into it by somebody else's religious beliefs, and afraid to get out of it. That's my concern. So when you say, Mark, in Missouri, nobody's getting hurt, how do you know how these women feel? How do you know how these women feel when they are teenagers, when they get married to somebody? I mean, I don't know how you would feel about, let's see, 4 or 5 guys, including yourself, having one wife, and she shares all of you. I don't know how you'd feel about that. But tonight, polygamists worldwide celebrating along with Cody Brown and his 4 wives as a federal judge strikes down an integral prong of the prohibition on polygamy. When we come back, police hone in on a 46-year-old man who, encouraged by Colorado lawmakers, takes to YouTube to give us a private tour of his pot farm.